You don't want a 37 package Raptor, you need one. I'll include a link to the Ford and Trappers website in the description down below. They're providing us with this truck. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Scott. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. The Raptor is powered by a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6, goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 14 around town, 18 on the highway, with power outputs being 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. Now, a benefit of this engine not changing all that much over the years means that Ford has made it more and more reliable. Now, if you also want to be considered more reliable, make sure you subscribe. Gotta love the little decals on either side of the hood, and then you guys can see the raised section there has Raptor logo on either side. We of course have the amber daytime running lights also. We've got the marker lights because this is over 80 inches wide. You can see them in the center too. Giant Ford logo. You get a different bumper with the 37 package. You'll notice that it's got recovery points, you've got fog lights, you also have off-road lights. They have little covers on them. And here's a closer look at those lighting elements. Altogether, it does look a little bit more aggressive compared to your regular Raptor. Now, of course, the tire and wheel setup. You've got 37s wrapped on 17-inch wheels. This one also has the beadlock capable wheels. They have more of an off-road appearance. But yeah, Ford's giving you a ton of tire, a ton of sidewall. The Raptor utilizes independent front suspension. It is coil sprung up front. You've got larger fenders and fender flares to accommodate for the big tires. You also have that venting on the side. And then we've got the Raptor style side steps. Now with the 37 package, you get live valve with the dual valve shocks, just like the Raptor R. And then it's coil sprung in the rear with a solid rear axle. And here's your side profile. The one thing that's cool about the Raptors is they're pretty level front to rear. I never understand why people add leveling kits and stuff to these trucks. It makes no sense. It looks great stock. When it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start. You got the tailgate drop down, Ford logo on the back. LED bed lights. We also have an outlet in the bed. You've got those little slots to add down tie down points. No bed liner in normal Ford fashion, but you do get a little bit of protection on the tailgate with a ruler. This also has the tailgate step system, and with the power tailgate, it does raise. Look at those taillights, really cool looking. You got the giant plaque there on the back, and then you guys can see with the upgraded off-road bumper, dual outlet exhaust tips, and then the full-size spares underneath. So yeah, other than different color options available, the Raptor really isn't changing for the new model year. This week's giveaway is perfect for classic muscle car lovers because we have a Cuda and a Roadrunner. The Cuda produces 290 horsepower and has an automatic. The Roadrunner produces 390 horsepower and has a manual. Both of them are obviously powered by V8s. Now this particular giveaway is going to be ending fairly soon on November 2nd. So if you want to get in now and get some extra bonus entries, just use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Well, let's check out the interior. Got some orange stitching there. You have soft touch where you can rest your arm. A little bit of carbon fiber, and this has the B&O sound system. And look at the seats. Again, you've got the little suede inserts on them, perforated down the center. There's of course under-seat storage, just like a regular F-150, and then flat loading floor up front. Legroom back here is good. Got a storage pocket, some cup holders, and then we have heated seats in the back, little charge ports, vents, little outlet and everything. And then of course headroom back here is good. And we do have power sliding glass. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then down below you've got your memory seat function, more of that carbon fiber trim. The mirrors do power fold, and front two windows are automatic. You got more of that nice stitching. 1344 for the payload capacity, so not bad for a Baja truck. Raptor logo there on the seat. You can perforate it all down the center portion. You do have power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. This does come with auto stop start, but you can turn it off. You've got all of your light controls, pedal adjustment, and then the steering wheel itself is power adjustable. And let's fire up that F-150 Raptor. Really cool steering wheel design. You got the Raptor logo at the bottom, paddles on the back, nice stitching in the center. Practical controls in the front face, including for your steering, suspension, exhaust. That's for the adaptive cruise control. You also have a custom driving mode with it as well. Full digital gauge cluster, which means it's very customizable in terms of what you can have displayed. And then you do get an animation with an actual Raptor there for the different drive modes. There's modes for both on-road and off-road use. Baja, of course, because it's a Baja truck. Heads-up display. There's soft touch trim all across the dash here. A parking assist button with the off-road cruise. And then we do have a 360 camera system. Pretty good resolution. And then when it comes to the infotainment system, it has the side tab here. And I think that Ford's UI is pretty good. I mean, even with the plastic covering, it's pretty quick to respond, and everything's very nicely labeled. Pro trailer assist, and then down below you've got trailer brake controls, and then our drive line setup here. So this has a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has auto, high and low, so everything you want. Rear locking differential too. Got a bunch of controls here for the radio, also for your dual zone climate, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Got a little outlet there off to the side. Phone charging pad down below, so this is our power section. Some cup holders, and then we have our shifter for the 10-speed, and this is cool. But yeah, plenty of storage inside with that. And then you do have the dual glove box. You got more carbon fiber on the top lid. Button for the power setting window. 6 auxiliary switches. Panoramic sunroof. Now 37 package don't come cheap. $94,960. I mean, the package itself is over $11,000, but let's see how it performs. First, we do have acoustic glass up front with the 37 package Raptor, so that does help out a little bit with the noise insulation. Man, I am gonna go the other way. I don't want to have to make a 50 million point turn just to kind of squeeze through. And this does show a bit of a downside with these wide body trucks. The fact that you don't have the best maneuverability because it's such a big... Is this a dead end? Hopefully not. It's such a big vehicle. Very, very large and in charge. It would have been a dead end, but good thing there's nothing parked there. Yeah, this is a big beast. I mean, again, you're looking at a vehicle that is about 230-ish inches in length. The wheelbase, if I remember right, it's about 145 inches. And then in terms of the width, I think the Raptor's like, without your mirrors, it's like mid-80s. It might be even more than that. It's a lot of vehicle. Why did the glove box fly open? What in the world? That was weird. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of vehicle to have to handle. But yeah, these seats are firmer than the regular Raptor, the 35 package Raptor. But I wouldn't say that that means that they're uncomfortable at all, because they're not. They're actually pretty comfortable, all things considered. I gotta get over like 50 lanes. This is fun. Not. Yeah, again, this is such a big beast to have to try to wield through traffic. It feels awesome. It feels kind of like a tank, right? Because of just how big it is. Yeah, it's also kind of a little bit of a pain. Let me in, Corolla, please. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. I can't see who's driving it. I will say the torque, even on the low end, is actually really good with the EcoBoost. Again, they've updated this engine continually over the years. They've had this engine out for like, what, 15 years at this point, maybe more? And just continual improvements. And that's one thing that Ford has over, you know, Toyota, for example, and just other automakers. They're jumping into the turbo V6 or just turbo 6-cylinder game. They've already dealt with a lot of issues, right? They had those issues 15 years ago, and not everything's fixed. It's not a perfect engine, but you know, you can get several 100,000 miles out of this engine now, from what I've seen. Man, this thing's so comfortable too. So that's, I mean, that really is one of the big appeals of the Raptor, is you've got these kind of, you know, BFG. The tires are not like the softest on the planet, but they're pretty soft for all-terrain tires. So they ride comfortably. They're not too loud. And then you have that with the dual valve, and it is quite the experience. And if we pop the exhaust into Baja mode, it's obnoxious, but I like it. Makes some fun noises, right? Yeah, they've done a really good job with the power delivery on this. I feel like it's better than it used to be. Because I had a 37 package Raptor 21, but I feel like this newer version's even a little bit better. So that's the Raptor. Obviously the best test would be to take this off-road. I did plenty of off-roading though. If you want to see what a 37 package Raptor can do, I think I jumped mine like 50 times. So It's capable, it's durable. This is truly the best iteration of the Raptor because it's now, you know, they've ironed out a lot of the tech issues, they've ironed out the engine issues, and so now you have something that is very high performance and also pretty darn reliable, all things considered. So, man, that Baja suspension, you just float through everything. It's so fun.